Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk about how I think it's pretty neat that capitalism's underlying incentives help produce, are part of the mechanics of it. Like, it has a lot of underlining, like, autonomous stuff, like pricing, where, hey, prices should be influenced by supply and demand. That's really cool. I like that. Whereas, like, say, communism, it's like, hey, someone just chooses. Like, there's however you want to do it, people pick. At the end of the day, it's being chosen how much something sells for and how much of it, which is just kind of like, it just strips away hundreds of incentives for people to like scale up or scale down or increase quality or produce, like, hey, not everyone needs a top of the line watch. Maybe I make a very cheap watch, whatever. Like, not a big fan of that. I am also not a big fan of what I would deem in America the bastardization of capitalism, where they took capitalism and they twisted it and turned it into what it is that we have now. And everyone just calls it capitalism because it's a form of capitalism, but it is not ideal. No, it's monopoly driven. Like companies barely even compete anymore. They just lobby the government, and then the government gives them carve outs or subsidize them or whatever, and then they're like, oh, too big to fail. Like, that was garbage. That's straight garbage. Too big to fail. No. Take that communist sentiment elsewhere. Just kidding. Excuse me. And then, you got like Nvidia. It's like, oh, hey, I just paid tribute to Trump, and now I have a carve out for my graphics cards. Like, that's trash. That's trash. I don't care if it's Trump, Biden. I don't give a damn about the party. That's garbage. That is not capitalism. That's political favoritism. That's just like, hey, who do I got? Like, that literally, if not Trump, if it was someone else imposing it, like say Biden got reelected, and Biden's like, hey, if he pulled the same stuff Trump was doing, they would do the same thing. They would go over there and they'd be like, hey, here's a bunch of money, here's this like gold little statue, and you're the best, and no one's better than you. And I know a lot of people that are good and great, and you're the greatest. And then they'd be like, oh, cool, here you go. Like, that's not capitalism. But people will point to it and be like, look at that, that's capitalism. You know what you're pointing to? That's corruption. That's just flagrant, blatant, out in the open corruption. And because in America, our politics have been divided into like, hey, that's my billionaire, no, that's my billionaire, and hey, that's my favorite dude, and he can do no wrong, because I really resonated with a couple of the things he said, so I'm just going to go and pass on all this other stuff. That's what our politics is now. It's this vibes politics, and it's just like, cool. I'm glad that that's where we're at. Like, like where does it go from there?